So the idea is to short Bitcoin all the way towards these levels and target $33,500 regions, which can be a 10 to 12% down move to capitalize on, guys. So in this video we'll talk about how to short Bitcoin. Well, everybody knows that, guys, but we'll kind of plan it out, right? And I'm recovering from COVID as well, and as soon as I saw little signs of recovery, I'm right here for you guys, trying to make a video for you all today, right? So that bell and subscribe if you've not done that already. Now, guys, the thing is that we are still in a range bound. The bigger picture is a range. It's a complete range bound situation, which is essentially a $10,000 range between $45,000 and $33,000 to the downside. And essentially the down move is still under motion, guys. We did retrace all the way towards $45,000, but we got rejected on multiple occasions right here on the 4-hour time frame. Bears took the charge and kind of pushed the price action to the downside. So we are in the middle of this entire downtrend as a whole, guys. Altogether, we are simply proceeding down all the way towards the downside. Liquidity regions are $33,500 flat. Now, what happens in the small time frames is going to be very relevant on these levels at $39,500, guys. The thing is that if Bitcoin starts closing 4-hour candles above this entire zone, maybe that is when Bitcoin will probably start going for another choppy behavior in the market. Something like this could start happening, guys. But essentially, until you are kind of following up with this entire down leg, all the risk management is going to be above $39,500, and the downside targets is going to be towards your $33,500 regions, guys. Now, there are multiple ways to capitalize on this entire downtrend. The way that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be longing Bitcoin puts, guys. I'm going to be simply going for some option games in the market altogether. You can simply long and short futures market on FTX and Delta Exchange and all the exchanges that are quite liquid. The thing is that when the market stays in a range bound situation, all these derivative contract exchanges are certainly going to pick up in terms of the volume, because most of the trading activities are happening on futures exchange. The market is quite squeezed out in volatility, guys. You do need leverage to make some gains in the market, right? Which is why all these derivative exchanges are going to do good. For me personally, I'm going to be sticking to FTX for all the futures contract, and I'm going to be sticking to Delta Exchange for all of the option trades that I'm placing in the market altogether. Links to everything down in the description, guys. Now, that reminds me of one more thing, guys. On the previous video, we were talking about the fact that how $40,000 altogether could be a good buying opportunity, and as soon as I started seeing weakness in the small time frames, I did dump all of my positions in the market, guys. I did post that on the Discord server as well, so join the Discord server if you've not done that already. Links in the description once again. And most of the activities, most of the discussions, relevant discussions do happen on Discord, even if I'm not active on YouTube altogether, guys. As you can see, I'm still kind of hustling about my own health altogether. That's pretty much it, guys. I don't think we have much information, much new information going on in the market. This is a very choppy and a range bound behavior, guys. Now, on the bigger picture, I do want to bring your attention towards one thing, that maybe this is a big bear pennant that is under formulation, guys. The thing is that you are situating your price action in a very typical looking bear pennant, guys, because the rejection came from $68,000. You had this entire pole that led the price action down towards $35,000 regions, and we kind of bounced and we're going sideways, but we are unable to take out $45,000 liquidity zone to the upside, guys. This resistance essentially is pretty much real, right? So on the bigger picture, if Bitcoin is below $45,000, most likely we will continue this downtrend all the way towards the downside regions at $29,000 flat, guys, to test the ultimate Bitcoin support at $30,000. I don't think it's going to hold on this time, guys. It's been a very long time, and if we lose 30,000 to the downside, the entire market structure essentially is going to look like shit altogether. So let's vouch for rather bullish hopes coming from 30k regions. But if we fail to hold $30,000, guys, the bear pennant target can lead us all the way towards maybe below the previous all-time high at $19,000 and beyond as well. So that is also a possibility that we should entertain, guys. The global landscape is not that nice, and Bitcoin is brewing up for good moves to the downside as well. Guys, remember, it's almost 2 years, or is it? I think it's 2 years, guys. It's 2 years since we saw the COVID capitulation, right? It did happen during the first week of March 2020. And yes, we are the first week of March, guys. So I'm not saying that history is going to be repeating itself again, just like whatever happened in the COVID capitulation altogether. But maybe market does remember, and maybe market will proceed towards the cautious end rather than staying in a completely risk on behavior, guys. So for me personally as well, as a trader, I have all of my collaterals back into US dollars. I do not have any cryptocurrency holdings in my trading accounts as well. It is just a neutral flat USD settled account as of now, guys. And essentially, until we see any resolution above $40,000, I think we'll be refraining from buying any spot exposure on crypto assets altogether as well. Okay, with that said, I hope it was helpful, and if it was, I'm going to be catching all of you pretty soon. Bye for now.